No, it's too dark. Alright, well, I just wanted to make a video and after receiving a couple of messages and comments on my page, um, and I love it when I receive, so anyone who watches my videos, I hope they will post a comment because, you know, I believe that we all have, something important to say that someone may, resonate and it changes their life. So I think really what got me to make this is the earthquakes we're having, and there'll probably be, the way I hear it, usually after earthquakes you start having volcanoes, and then they say the areas would be 70.5 latitude, and I think it's 19.5 latitude, and that's in the northern and southern hemisphere. And these are going to be very significant. And I looked at the area, and the one in the northern hemisphere is right around or right at Yellowstone. So if anybody knows anything, that's a super volcano. It's a caldera. It's about 36 miles by 18 miles, so it's huge. And they've had over 900 to 1,000 earthquakes from probably 0.5 to 3.8, and they're only increasing. They said if it goes up to 4, they're going to start having evacuations. But the way I've heard, if this does blow, it'll be worldwide catastrophe. It's not just going to affect the United States. That's how huge it is. And then you got to remember they're expecting, on the southern hemisphere for that to happen. And this is happening because when the earth crust moves, the magma comes in and fills in the areas where there's a gap. And supposedly this is supposed to be happening more and more. The prophecies talk about it, and it's happening. Some people don't even want to realize that. We just had a tsunami that killed 225,000 people. That's biblical. And now we got an earthquake. It's expected that or maybe even more. So all I can say is, we need to keep our prayer life very important. That I've also heard is the best and probably the only thing that will to mitigate these terrible events. We can cause them to be less destructive. Let's see. Sherry stayed with me a couple of days. She said she was very depressed, and so we had a good time. She wasn't messed up, so I didn't feel like I was babysitting. And then her daughter called and said she had a way to get her home, and Sherry was wanting to stay another night, and I told her she was wanting some medication, and I was getting it the following day, and I told her brother's going to be coming to get it. I'll just have him drop it off. So she called back and said he finally did bring it after about 5 or 6 hours of waiting. But anyway, let's see what else is going on. I haven't heard from Madison, and I've emailed and called, so she's avoiding me. What else is going on? Crystal was saying that Taylor's getting very big. Of course, he's only got about another 6 weeks to go. But anyway, I believe I'm going to stop it here. My mind's going blank, and I'll pick it up later.